This is the Riding Times 31.2 AH Moped-style e-bike. The moped-style rig Riding Times also calls the Z8 Pro. I've been riding it on mixed routes, side streets, bike paths, light gravel, and I want to share exactly how it's been, with the good, the quirks, and what you should know if you're new to e-bikes. The vibe is retro moped more than classic bicycle. Key features stand out right away: a long bench-style seat, a gas tank-shaped storage bag up front, and chunky 20x4 fat tires. The frame is marketed as carbon steel in some materials and aluminum in others. In my opinion, the heft and the sound when you tap it point towards steel on my unit. It's stout, and it feels sturdy, but it's also heavy. Think roughly around the triple-digit range in pounds with the dual batteries on board. You feel that when moving it around a garage or lifting the rear to line up the chain. Ergonomically, it puts you in an upright, relaxed posture like a small moped. The long seat is adjustable. There's an extension piece that lets you stretch it out, and that makes a real difference for knee angle and reach if you're between, say, 5'3" and 6'1". The included 10-liter rack bag looks like a faux tank, but it's actually useful. I've carried a charger, a rain shell, a small lock, and a water bottle in there without rattling. The chassis welds on my unit look tidy, though I did give the area around the head tube a few extra glances because I'd seen concerns online. No issue so far after repeated curb hits and rough paths. From my experience, the motor is the headline. It's a rear hub setup rated 750 watts nominal and up to 1500 watts peak, with torque that pulls cleanly off the line, even with the fat tires. On flat ground with a full charge, I hit an indicated 31 miles per hour in throttle-only mode. With pedal assist, it feels similar at the top end, but you'll spin out fast in the highest gear because the 7-speed drivetrain isn't really matched for 30 miles per hour pedaling. Past about 20 miles per hour, your legs are mostly decorative. That's normal for bikes built around a moped-style ride. Pedal assist, PAS, has 5 levels. For anyone new, PAS just means the motor adds power when you pedal, and those levels decide how much help you get. Climbing is strong for a hub motor. I don't measure grades in degrees out on the street, but it pulled me up the steepest neighborhood hills without drama. I'm right around 200 pounds with a backpack, and level 5 PAS plus a little throttle got me over everything I tried. The EABS braking assist is basically motor drag to help slow you down and nibble a tiny bit of power back. It's not ABS like on a motorcycle. It's more like a light engine brake feel when you get off the throttle. Brakes are where I notice the split between listings and reality. Some product pages say dual hydraulic brakes. My unit uses cable-actuated mechanical discs. The levers have no fluid reservoirs, and the feel is exactly what you expect from cables. Decent power once bedded, but more hand force, more free throw, and more tweaking to keep them sharp. They've been okay for casual riding, but with a bike this heavy and capable of 30+ miles per hour, hydraulic calipers would be a meaningful safety upgrade. If your batch ships with hydraulics, that's a win. If not, plan on dialing in the mechanicals carefully and consider upgrading. Range has been better than I expected, but not as high as the splashy claims. I ran a full throttle loop until the display dropped me to low bars, and I got about 40 miles before it really felt done. With PAS 2.3 on mixed terrain and some throttle for starts, I've seen 60 to 80 miles, depending on wind, tire pressure, and how much I asked it to sprint. The dual 48-volt, 15.6 amp-hour batteries, that's 31.2 amp-hour total, are removable with a key. 2 included 2-amp chargers let you top both packs at the same time. Mine usually take the better part of an afternoon to go from low to full. For anyone new, IP54 on the batteries means splash resistant. Fine for light rain and puddle mist, but not a bike you want to pressure wash or submerge. Controls are straightforward once you learn the rhythm, though the display isn't the most intuitive. You get speed, battery bars, odometer, and PAS level. Some icons are tiny, and menu navigation takes a minute to memorize. The headlight is bright enough for neighborhood riding. The taillight is visible, but there are no turn signals, which I miss on a moped-style bike. I did run into one hiccup. After a bump on a gravel stretch, the screen flashed an E002 error and the bike cut out for a moment. I turned it off, reseated the battery leads, and it came right back. It hasn't repeated, but I'll keep an eye on the wiring harness and the battery connectors. The battery gauge also dropped faster than expected once, then stabilized after a restart. Small things, but worth noting. Assembly took me about 25 minutes. It arrived mostly built. I had to align the front wheel, attach the handlebar, adjust the brakes, and check fasteners. The tools included worked, but I always prefer using my own hex keys and torque wrench to snug everything to spec. The standout is comfort. The 6-level full suspension marketing phrase sounds like fluff, but the combo of dual crown-style front forks, twin seat springs, and the cushy 20x4 tires gives the ride a floaty feel over cracks, gravel, and rooty paths. It's not a magic carpet, but it takes the sting out of bad pavement in a way most hardtail e-bikes just can't. The long seat matters more than you'd think. I can slide forward to load the front tire in turns or scoot back to stretch out on straightaways. It's perfect for cruising to the beach, short city hops, and errands where you want that relaxed moped posture. The storage bag is more than looks. It keeps the heavy stuff centered and low. The motor's punch makes every green light feel fun, and the dual battery setup means I don't stress about range on spontaneous detours. In my opinion, the bike shines when you ride it like a small electric moped and stop pretending it's a road bicycle. Use PAS 2-3 for steady cruising. Pop the throttle when traffic moves, and let the suspension do its thing. From my experience, that's when the platform feels balanced and rewarding. There are trade-offs. The weight is real. Stairs are a no-go and tight hallway turns are awkward. The mechanical brakes on my unit work, but need attention and firm lever pulls at higher speeds. Hydraulic brakes would better match the motor and mass. The display is usable but not friendly at first glance, and I wish it had turn signals. I also stay mindful of the electrical system because of that brief E002 blip. All my connectors are fully seated, and I periodically check them. In my opinion, it's perfect for riders who want throttle-first fun with genuine all-terrain comfort. City commuters who roll on bike-friendly routes, beach town cruising, park loops, and light dirt tracks. I'd recommend this for anyone who values comfort and range over pure pedal efficiency and doesn't plan to carry it upstairs. If you're expecting a lightweight fitness e-bike where pedaling above 20 miles per hour feels natural, this isn't that. If you're okay treating it like an electric moped you can pedal when you want, it makes sense. In conclusion, the Riding Times 31.2 Ah moped-style e-bike for adults, 1500 watts, delivers what the look promises. Big torque, long seat comfort, and a plush ride that smooths out rough streets. The dual battery setup gives real freedom to roam, and the moped stance makes daily riding easy. On the flip side, it's heavy. The brakes on my unit are cable discs and need more hand effort and maintenance than I'd like. The interface could be clearer, and I had a single error that resolved with a quick check of the connectors. If those trade-offs fit your priorities, it's a fun, capable machine that turns routine trips into relaxed cruises. If you need dead simple reliability and the best possible stopping power out of the box, budget for a hydraulic brake upgrade or consider a model that ships with hydraulics confirmed for your batch. I'll leave the details about the Riding Times 31.2 Ah moped-style e-bike in the comments for you to check out. See you in the next video.